Okay, today I want to show you how to create grid lines in Procreate so that you can use it to create drawings with similar spacing. So let's get started. So I'm going to start a new document in my Procreate. I'm not worried about the size, so I'm just choosing the screen size for this project. And by default, Procreate gives you a background white color and one layer, the first layer. So I'm going to draw the grid on this layer, and I'm going to create a new layer for my drawing pattern. Procreate always works in layer, and that's actually a very powerful feature. So I'm going to rename this layer as grid layer because this is what I'm going to draw, where I'm going to draw a grid. So for drawing a grid, I'm going to choose a texture from the brush library, and you will see a grid here. Sometimes when you tap, you will get this menu. I wouldn't worry about this if you're a beginner. I will talk about this in a more advanced video. So for now, I'm just going to say done. And for this particular video, the more important thing is the size of the brush. And I'm going to choose a red color. I'm going to choose a red color for this grid, and I'm just experimenting with size. Let me keep it now in the smaller one. And I need to hold my pen on the tablet and hold and draw without lifting. Now you can see my size of my grid is very small. You can rarely see. And if I lift my pen off and then go over again, it's going to create a messy grid. So I can use my double tap 2 finger to undo what I've done, one step. And I need a bigger size grid, so I'll go here. Now, if you watch, I'm doing this without lifting my Apple Pencil from my grid. Now the problem here is some part of my paper is gone outside. So again, I'm going to do a little double tap. It's gone. So I'm going to ensure the whole paper is in my frame. But I'm happy with the size this time. So you will do this without lifting the Apple Pencil, and you can notice there are some areas which I missed. So because I haven't lifted the pencil yet, I can go over it and cover it up. But if you lift the pencil and then do this, it's going to mess up the grid. Okay, now my grid is done. So to do my drawing, I'm going to create a new layer, and I'm going to call this a dot layer. And I'm going to change my color to black. And I also will change my brush to calligraphy here, and there's a monoline. This is one of my favorite brushes to draw, and I'm going to use that. You can zoom in closer to see. If you want bigger, you can change the size so you can see the difference in size. So work with the size that you're comfortable with. And later, when I want to draw a pattern on top of it, I'm going to add another layer and call this a drawing layer. And you can choose another color to draw. If you're happy with black, you can have. I might change the thickness to a little smaller. And here you go. Undo. So you can lift your finger off and continue to draw. It's not that you have to do it continuously. But if you notice, if I undo, my last stroke is gone, my previous stroke is kept. So that's how I continue to draw.